Good morning. Oh, you beautiful beings. Welcome. We're live. Live just before Christmas or any holidays. It's just Christmas is the one coming next, I believe. I don't know if there's anything before Christmas now. 4 days till that red man, well, the man in the red suit comes down the chimney. Or do you put a magic key out for him? Anyways, me, Wingish ni Bay, Mijaki Kwe, sweet grass, water, medicine woman, freaky ass medicine woman. Yeah, self proclaimed for sure. Um, Christiana. Yep. And Chrissy Car superstar. Yeah. Debbie, this beautiful being right here. Thank you very much for being here. Love you. Appreciate you. Okay, let's get in. I thought we could do the MoonLodge spread because, well, we need to find that centering, especially at this time, right? To find that inner peace, to connect with that, right? So we'll do that. MoonLodge spread. Find that centering. And why am I looking all over the place? Oh, thank you. Yes, that's right. I want to light my candles and then we do our smudge, right? So light our candles. Actually, this one's gotten far down there. So let me just light this one then. How about that, right? Just like this one. Makes it a way bit easier to get to the smudge then. Okay, put the lights over there. Bring the smudge bowl over here. And we get the sage in there. Okay. Sage. How's it going for you? How's the holiday season so far? Are you enjoying it? Are you ready for the kids to be off school? Okay. Oh, my kids. Oh, I haven't seen a Christmas concert in so long. Like I haven't seen Seth in one. So yesterday was the first time seeing Seth and Ariana in a Christmas concert. And they're doing it today as well. So I'm going to get over there. Kids want their father there too. So I just sent him a text to see. He said he would be there. So they're all excited. It's beautiful, right? It's for them. It's for them. My hands are really sore today. Knuckles. It's all right. Miigwech. Tough. Yep. Keep it under my hand. Whoa. Okay. Ha! There we go. Okay. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, it used to light up. It's from the dollar store, but it isn't anymore. Anyways. Focus. Smudging. Smudging, smudging. We're smudging. There you go. Draw it down as you need. Feel it calm right all over you. Right. Waft it over your whole aura. Let it cleanse. All that needs to be cleansed. Allow it to be released. Taken care of by Creator. That one right all over. Okay. Okay, miigwech. Miigwech to the sage. Great. Yay! We'll let that keep going. And we'll get into calling in all the directions. Yep. Swinging, swinging, swinging. Teary eyed, yep. And then, comes to the door, another hamper. Man, the beauty that I have seen in this world right now, when you open up and say that you need this help and this is what I need, just amazing. Amazing. I had just yesterday, stranger call and say, can I drop off a gift card to you? From Kenner, connection through Kenner, was a pastor at a church. I was talking to a friend of mine saying, oh, maybe this little church that I've met this other lady, if we go there, maybe they'll adopt us. So, or whatever, a community thing to help in the community. Well, this wasn't the church that I went to, but that happened. The church said, here, we like to donate to these families. It's not expecting it. Should be, you know, more of a common thing that people just helping others because they can, because they're able. Here, I am able. This does not stress me to be able to give this to you. And it feels good to be able to give this to you, right? To honor and pay it forward. And I took my children to church for the first time. Yeah, well, I want them to choose for themselves. And how can they do that if they're not exposed to that, right? So I took them. And this wonderful, beautiful lady, because I met her at the food bank when I went down to the food bank, and has connected me with some, priceless resources. But after the church on Sunday, I took them. She gives me $50 and says, take your children out for lunch. So it's so beautiful, right? So I did just that, right? Resist the urge that, this could go on, this bill, that bill. No, I'm taking my kids out. They do get that a lot anyways, but it's nice when we can have a time together, and it was a beautiful little lunch. It was a beautiful day. And the $50 was able to help me to pay that forward too. So I felt good being able to give a big tip to that waitress. She got an $8 tip, right? That I couldn't do that on my own. So that felt good. I was able to take my children to lunch and then still pay that forward to somebody else too, to make somebody else go, whoa, thank you, right? And I said, well, hey, right? I would not have been able to do that without the help of somebody else. So it's beautiful to open up and allow that help to come in. It doesn't make you less than because you need help. That's something I had to get over, or a burden. You're not a burden when somebody has the means to help you, and we'll do that gratefully, right? So we can be grateful at the times that we can help. How have we helped others? I mean, I've paid it forward so much. I have, and it's good. And there's lots of times when I say, no. I used to do that. No, I'm okay. But I get such joy from giving that I'm kind of denying somebody else that joy when I say, no, I'm okay, right? Think about that for yourself too. Do you deny somebody else's joy when they are able to help you and they want to help you and it would cause them no stress to help you? Because, I'm open to that help. No stress and anxiety, because I've had that help that gets stressed out because, what they're helping me with is not really the help that I needed, right? And then when I'm specific, I got called on that. Oh, you're so specific. Well, this is what I've been told, to be specific. So then you don't have to guess what I need because I'm telling you exactly what I need, right? And I appreciate that you can do this, but that I don't really need. So maybe you could do that for somebody else that needs that, right? Right? It's just, I don't want to be ungrateful, but it's not ungrateful to say, no, that's not the kind of help I need today. That's not showing ungrateful, right? Because it's not taking what you don't need. Anyways, calling in the energies of the East, the fire, the spirit, the man, the illumination, the clarity. Oh, I got the call coming in, but he can leave me a message. Okay, and I'll tell him after. So, I didn't pause my video. Okay, let's get going. So we're calling in the East, the clarity, the place of the man. And the man was calling. I'll tell him after, because I'll be done this in a few minutes. And then the South, the water, the emotions, the place of child and innocence. And then the West, the physical, the woman, the earth, place of introspection. The North, our wisdom years, the air, the mental. And we balance our quadrants: spiritual, emotional, physical, mental. Back to spiritual. Going around. Balance, balance, balance. All of them. And we walk our red road from childhood, right? And we create that expansion. We hear the stories, and then we share our stories as we get up into the wisdom years, into the North, right? Where we can either be reborn, and sometimes we are born again, because, wow, there's the greatest wisdom is to stay innocent as a child, right? To look at the world with wondrous eyes, and we rebirth as the big kid in the elder body, right? Look at that. We kind of go backwards, right? Don't we? Don't we? You look at some of these elders and the innocence I wrote that. There we had to do a haiku thing at some school, right? The innocence in the child is like that of the elderly, right? The re-innocence coming in, even though you've seen it all, you need a return to the innocence, a rebirth of that innocence that we all are. We are all innocent. And then we go the blue road, a spirit, right? That's the woman energy, the giving and the receiving. Where we receive that love and we know everything goes on infinitely because that's the 8, right? And we're playful. We watch over from east to west. Goes the blue road just as the sun. Tapping into our roots again, right? Remembering where we came from and deciding if we want to do the whole cycle again or stay up here and be a guide from the blue road. Above, below, and within. Oops. And that one jumped out. Oh, that animal has something to say today. We'll see. We'll see. It just jumped right out. It's like, no, I am not taking the chance because you need to hear from me today. So I'm going to jump right out. Okay, never mind. My brain just went someplace else there, but again, a long time, right? So, boundaries. Yeah, boundaries. I probably should not share that on there. Oh, we have to have our boundaries. Are our boundaries holding us in, right? Or are they helping to set us free? Healthy boundaries are okay. Like we're talking about earlier, it's okay. It is not ungrateful to say, oh, I appreciate that you could help me with that, but that's not the help that I need. You know? Well, thank you. Thank you for the thought, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Those that do not respect your boundaries or that really benefited from you not having them, those will be upset that you put down your boundaries. Because it's hard when we've gone for so long without boundaries or not even realizing we didn't have boundaries, right? Or boundaries that are too strong, whatever, right? It's when we start to put them down, we didn't have them, that we might feel like we're losing people in our lives, right? But the ones that we lose, maybe they weren't meant to be there anyway. If they're not going to respect the boundaries that we put down, right? Maybe they're the whole reason we need to put down those boundaries. But that's for you. You decide for yourself. So let's look at that today. Even boundaries as we're doing Christmas shopping. We need to have those boundaries so we don't overspend, right? If you put a little budget down, stick to that budget. It's easier said than done. I know. But we need those boundaries for Christmas as well, right? If we're not feeling comfortable, then that's okay. That's okay. We can send our love from afar. That's fine. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. What am I looking for? MoonLodge, inward tree. Because I kind of know whirling spirit comes first, all that stuff. Right, we go to the east. Medicine wheel. That's the Sun Lodge. That's the medicine wheel. Right, MoonLodge is on the next page. Inward tree for centering. Yes, this is the whirling spirit card for the east. And the new growth or seed card in the south is there. And then we have the dream within the dream card for the west over here. And the north indicates the inner wisdom we may not know about ourselves, or that we may not recognize. And then, of course, the center. Know the true self, the within, and those without can never again deceive you. Okay, know the within, and those out can never deceive you. Because you know what that truth feels like inside of your body. You know when you're hearing truth, seeing truth. You know it. Your body knows it. When your mind doesn't. Your body will know before the mind, right? Because the body gets it and sends the signal to the brain. Right? Is that it? So the body will know before the brain. So if you listen, the body's sending that signal to the brain. And we need to quiet ourselves to hear that still quiet voice, right? Spirit does not shout at us. We need to be quiet to hear it. It's sneaky, right? It's sneaky and stealthy. So we need to quiet her down. We've had these like 33s, 44s. I noticed that. doubling up. And then I just saw 22. Beaver was there too. Anyways, so stealth, you need to see beyond what's being shown, to listen deeper than what's being said, right? Up here on the top, and use your integrity impeccably. And here we go. The passion, the spontaneity, right? Impeccable integrity when we're doing that. What ignites our passion? What lights our fire? These are the things to keep in mind as we're centering today, right? Okay. And so we start over here. In the East, the MoonLodge is known as in the whirling spirit, the key to unlocking your spiritual nature and to clearly seeing your spiritual talents and abilities, right? You can manifest all your ideas. It starts out here, the illumination and the clarity, right? You can do that. You be confident in yourself and look at what you've done so far. Again, 11 on the right path. You be confident in yourself, right? That moose is so confident. It'll go up against a big Mack truck, right? Because it knows I'm a big boy. I don't need to be afraid, right? I can handle anything that comes my way, right? That's that self-esteem, knowing. Moose also just hangs around with its own sex until those mating times too. So it's about that connecting with the likes, you know, with men, with women, right? And connecting with that part of yourself, right? And that's how together we can manifest these ideas and needs. So to be confident in your abilities in that, because you can, any idea you have can bring into physical manifestation. If you get out of your own way and allow it to work through you, right? You can. So that's the key. Be confident in yourself and look at what you have done already. Look at how far you've come already. Good for you, right? Hand up, cross the chest, give that a little pat. Always, you need to do that. We all need to do that, right? Credit where credit is due, okay? Give it to you too, right? We dog on ourselves so much. It's time to help lift ourselves up, right? Okay? We're the ones with us every second of the day. There's no way to get away from ourselves, really, right? So, why not treat ourselves good, right? Be proud of who we are. You're the only you out there. Be the best you can be. Nobody else can do you like you, okay? Oh, I love somebody. Anyways, there's boundaries. Let's not talk about somebody doing me. Hello? Yes, okay. So, moving on to the South, the new growth or the seed. Didn't we have that? And the expansion, that was in the South when we got the cards. So we're calling in those stories. And here we go. Elk medicine, that's a slow and steady pace, right? You just keep a pace. You find your pace. And that gives you the stamina to keep going the distance, to keep growing and expanding that, right? Because when we go in a rush, we're going to burn ourselves out. We burn ourselves out, right? So pace yourself these holidays, right? Take that time for yourself. Share your stories of this holidays, right? And we don't have to try and cram everything into this one holiday, right? Let it expand naturally. Just keep that pace, right? Slow and steady pace, we get it done. This is not a race, okay? Even though we're called the human race, there is no race to get anywhere, okay? We're just here to expand our knowledge and that of our creators. Our knowledge is our creator's knowledge, right? Tomatoes, tomatoes, we are all one. We're all on this earth together. We're all human, okay? Right. So then we go to the West. The dream within the dream. It may lead you to your real purpose in life, so study it carefully as your dream or vision. Is your dream or vision a product of your superficial ego, or are you being truly introspective and realizing the goals which your higher self is suggesting? It is here in the West that you impregnate yourself with real life mission. No more impregnating here, but real life mission. Okay, little babies, this door. Oh, there he calls again. I will call you back. So I'm not going to pause it, but I'll get back to him. I was just talking about the 22 and we had the 33. Look at that. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Definitely. We're taking the right steps. We are on the right path. Here we go. Right? And there we go. We had the impeccable integrity. This is embracing the unknown. So the dream within the dream, right? We're trying to create our new lives or new expansion. These Christmas holidays, are we able to laugh at ourselves when things aren't going our way? Like me, I was one of those ones. It's got to be perfect. I seem like really anal at Christmas. I'm packing my stuff up because I've kept things that were so important to me, right? So embracing the unknown. This, for me, this Christmas is different, right? A lot of us, this Christmas is going to be different, right? Feeling people missing, but they're always there with us. Their spirit is there with us always, right? Let's remember the laughter that we shared. And can we laugh at ourselves for taking things so seriously? Because we know we're all connected. Nothing's ever lost. We're always together in our hearts. So embrace that unknown and be open to more beautiful things to come in. Okay? And to be able and laugh at yourself if you think that if you're laughing and having a good time, you're dishonoring somebody that's not here with us anymore, physically. That's not physically here with us anymore. So let's laugh at ourselves and go, you know what? No, they want us to see us being joyful. So their spirit can be joyful as well, too, right? We don't want their spirit to be sad at this time of year. So we need to lift our spirits to join with theirs in our hearts, right? Okay, and up in the north, indicates the inner wisdom you may not have recognized in yourself. The north is the place of wisdom and knowledge. Therefore, if you're looking outside for the answers, this card gently nudges you into the following the animals lead to find the same wisdom within yourself. Studying this card with the idea of knowing yourself will break any self-deception you may have. Drum, eternal rhythm, and timing. Everything in its time. There's a time and place for everything. Everything. You find your own rhythm, follow your own rhythm, march to the beat of your own drum, right? Transmute those poisons that said you had to be anything else but you, right? Transmute those poisons that said, hey, you were not okay as you. You need to be something else other than you. Because if you're not you, who's going to be you? It's an important job being you. It's one of the most important jobs you'll ever have in this earth walk, to be you. Wholly, fully you, standing in your truth, in the truth that we are one, that we are on this earth together. So let's transmute those poisons, okay, that says that we are separate. Let's rejoin. It is the time. The time is now, right? At least for these holiday seasons. Let's all unite, right? God and sinners reconcile. So let's do that this year. It's time. It's time for a new way of being for us all as human beings that are being human. Let's find a new way of being human. Well, it's not a new way of being human, but going, yeah, we chose to be human here to learn from this, to help our expansion, to help the expansion of our creator, to help the expansion of the universe, to help it to know itself. The council fire. This card indicates the integration point of all directional medicines of your personal unconscious. It is the power shield of the true self. This is the card of the circle of knowing the within, the taproot of your personal consciousness. Know the true self, the within, and those without can never again deceive you. So we can go within to our own little council fires inside. Okay? Or maybe with a family meeting, little council meeting in our little family. What's in the highest and best interest of our family, of our children, of our future, right? And how can we cleanse? What needs to be cleansed in our family to make room for the new stuff to come in, to embrace the unknown? What can we cleanse out? Each one of us has our own personal things to cleanse. And then as a family, how can we cleanse bigger, right? We got all this new stuff coming in. We need to cleanse out to make room for all the new presents coming in, right? And remember, it's not about presents. It's about being present with your family and being together. That's the greatest gift. The greatest gift any time of year is the presence of being together. To be present and give that gift of your presence fully and wholly with each other. Because that is in the highest and best interest of all. Because this whole world needs that cleansing. that we're separate. Let's open up. Tomatoes, tomatoes, right? Because that biggest lesson, that one that sticks in my head, is that God and all religions are saying, love me as I have loved you, as I love you. Love each other as I love you. Look at that. See? And as we cleanse, that's the way we do it. We cleanse that out and we're able to manifest those ideas and needs, right? We need to cleanse in order to manifest, right? Clear out what's not working to make way for what is. Make which you have a wonderful, blessed day. I'm just going to show you these quick. How this looks over here. And then I got to give the call back there. So there we are. So the illumination, self-esteem, that confidence. As you see what you've already manifested, your confidence will grow in yourself and your abilities to do that, right? You see how far you've come, the expansions that you've had, right? The slow and steady pace. We're continuing growing. We're always moving forward. Really, there's no going backward. Even if you turned around, you're still being pulled forward. The earth only turns in one direction, right? So we're all going in the same direction. Right. And then within, right? Be able to laugh at yourself, embrace that unknown, a new way of being. And that's okay, because you're going to be you fully and wholly, not somebody else's vision of you, but your own vision of you, right? Internal timing, time and place for everything, and it's coming. And we can transmute those poisons that we were separate and stand in our truth that we are one. Let's cleanse out, because that's how we can bring in that unknown, right? In the highest and best interest of all. Those are the best things to manifest. And those manifest not always the quickest, should I say, right? But that's where spirit all comes, because it's going to benefit more than just one. It's in the best interest of the all. Right? And listen deeper to what's just being said. See beyond what's just being shown, right? And make those boundaries. Remember, that's a sign of somebody who's not respecting you if they don't like the boundaries, right? Maybe that's somebody that benefited from you not having boundaries. And it's a cleansing of all your relationships, everything. This is a time. Clear it out. Miigwech. Thank you for being you, beautiful beings. Big heart hugs. Okay, I'll try and do a little quickie one tomorrow. And yes, thank you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Slow and steady pace. Remember, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do, because this world needs you. It really does. Miigwech. Peace. Thank you.